Does the Evans UV1 provide the best sound for snare drums, or does the Remo Coated Ambassador still reign supreme? Let's do an objective comparison of these two coated heads. Let's start by comparing what's similar and different between the construction. Both heads are 10 mil in thickness, so they should both have the same general durability. However, there should be a big difference in durability on the coating. I usually see the coatings wear off on the Remo Ambassadors, but even my Evans G1, the coating lasts much longer. The UV1, it does boast having a longer durability than the G1. I think that's primarily going to be on the coating itself, that the coating will last even longer than the G1. The actual head strength itself, I think, would have the same amount of durability as a normal G1. So when you're playing on it over time, it's going to get dented in. And I think that rate of damage is going to be the same. The texture on the coating between the two heads, the Ambassador and the UV1, is quite different. I find that the Ambassador is far coarser, and I would think that would mean it's going to work better for brushes. But let's listen real quick and see what we think. Now, of course, when you apply a coating to a head, it should warm it up. Remo's wording on the box, it says warm and full, whereas Evans, their wording is textured warmth. As we'll see in a minute though, the end result is not the same tone. One other really important difference is the price point. As of when I'm recording this, the UV1 is almost $10 or 50% more than the Remo Coated Ambassador. So you are certainly paying for that UV curing process. For these sound samples, I'm going to use a tune bot when switching heads so that the pitch is the same. And I'm going to target 303 Hertz for that top head. Tuning the Evans will be a cinch. I'll just put them on the drum and tune them up and be good to go. The Remos, however, are going to take a bit of a break-in period. That's because the Evans, the collar is a little bit wider, so it's easier to sit on. These heads will be going onto my DW Collectors Purpleheart Snare 6.5 by 14. I'm going to be running a Shure Beta 57 on the top. That's going to go through my favorite channel strip, the UA 6176. I'm also going to have a little microphone on the bottom snare side, but that's going to be much lower in the mix. And of course, I'll have a pair of omnidirectional overheads as well. Once in the computer, my snare tracks won't have any additional processing, not even gating, but my other tracks, including my overheads, will have processing. So my first impressions is that the Evans, the UV1, certainly sounds a lot more controlled compared to the Ambassador. There's a lot less overtones going on. So if I were to use the Ambassador, I definitely need to put some moon gel on there to tame things a little bit. If I had to just throw something on and start recording, well, that UV1 is certainly more to the point of being recording ready, right? I could just throw it on and get going. And certainly because of how much faster it is to tune one of those, that's probably a big plus. But if you want a really big open sound, if you want a lot of overtones, then for you, you definitely got to go with the Ambassador. Now, if you're thinking, well, the UV1 is maybe a little too far for me, but how does the Ambassador compare against the normal Evans Coated G1? Well, you can find a comparison for that on the snare drum right over here. Until next time, peace.